Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are on a new island. I recently restarted my island, which was Marigold, and now we are on Cinnamon. This is going to be a fall farm core island, and I had a rough idea of the theme, but in this video, if you are lost and you just feel overwhelmed by a theme, I'm going to help you to plan your island, give you some tips on how to get started and hit that 3 star quickly, because right now my island is already 3 star. Just one day to time travel and KK will be performing, and we can actually start flattening the island and decorating. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, so we are actually here on my desktop now, and I'm just going to give you a brief introduction on how I actually plan my island. This is definitely that you can do if you want to, or if you want to skip it, you can just, do a regular way that is you're comfortable with. But for my last island, I actually just went for a mood board. So let's get started with the mood board. So right here, I have my sprinkle mood board that I used for my last island, which was Marigold. And as you can see, you have that typical vibe here. I would like to put some images, PNGs, and if you guys are wondering for PNGs, you can get them from Wikipedia, or you can just Google ACNH items. Like if I just do right here, I will show you the first link that pops up is usually the right one, that is Wikipedia. The idea for this mood board actually comes from Sparks by here on YouTube, and she makes really good guides for YouTube. Her build videos are really good, her tips are really good. So this was her one of the tips, or one of the ways to make mood board. You can definitely go creative on this if you want. You can just make a scrapbook mood board. Who knows, let just those creative juices get flowing. So yeah, that's it. So I have a little bit of wish list of villages over here. Now it is impossible to actually get all of them in the beginning, so you are going to have to wait along your process and kick some villagers that you don't want, or just hunt them. And it is tedious, because on Cinnamon I actually was hunting for my 3 basic villagers, which was really painful because I was getting same villagers again and again. Like, it was terrible. So it's fine if you don't get this all villages in the beginning, but eventually you will get there. This is just an overview of what you're going for. And when you're trying to make this mood board, you will start to see the theme that you're going for. You will start to picturize the vibe you're going for, and eventually you will see what your island is going to look after it's finished. So this was my marigold mood board, and this is Cinnamon mood board. Now both the mood boards have been created by me by using free Canva version. You really don't need a paid version, but if you want, you are welcome to buy it. It's definitely worth it if you are going to use it for your Instagram post or your other social media platforms like YouTube, make banners and so on. But anyways, I used a free version, and I was happy with it. So this is my fall or farm core, any both mood board, and I am going for a rustic rural village. So I don't want anything modern or too elegant. I want it to feel like that traditional farm, or that really a village or an island which is kind of very away from cities, and they really don't have any access to elegant or modern furniture. So this was the vibe that I'm going for, and it's going to be a farm core. So we're going to have lots and lots of crops. So I have put some pumpkins, carrots, wheat. Probably I might incorporate some potatoes. Now, to tell you guys, I am not going to put every item over here. This is just like a overview of the item. So sometimes when you're decorating and you are like stuck, or you get bored of using the same item, or you're just feeling that, okay, this is becoming too repetitive for me, you can come back to this image, look for more items, get more ideas, and go on with your decoration. That way you actually won't get stuck or get like a brain rot while doing it. So that is why I use this mood board for decoration purpose. Also, I will include some built ideas like lakeside cafe, barn, pumpkin patch, cedar areas, market stalls. Now, I might build them, I might not, but these are just like, what do I have my idea. So, this was basically a brief introduction of my theme. Now, if you're really stuck on your theme and you don't have an idea, like for example, when I restarted Marigold, I already had an idea in my mind to make a fall core island. But if you don't have an idea, you can just use ChatGPT, guys, and ChatGPT does help you a lot. Now, I don't have it open right here, but I have used ChatGPT for this build. You can ask it about items, you can ask it about themes. It will guide you, like it can help you with the scripts also for the videos like I'm using right now. But this was my overview of what items that I can use. So if you are kind of stuck or you have no idea which item would look good or where to begin, ChatGPT is your help. Type your ideas, ask it, or it will help you. See, it has given me so many built ideas. So if for example I really don't feel like building market stalls, I would go for a windmill area or a scarecrow field. You get so many ideas after this. You can also mix and merge this idea. For example, a wood cutting station and a scarecrow field, a watermill and a horse stable. The ideas will just start flowing once you start using these tools to help you. All right, so now that we have done with our mood board, I like to go one step extra for this island. I went one step extra for this island and I actually downloaded this template on Notion, and this is by creator called as Pastel Girl. I think they are the ones, because you can download it here on Reddit. I will, if you want, I can post a link for it in the description box below. But this step is really extra. I mean, you really don't want to go that detailed in your planning. A mood board is actually enough, because last island I completed just with the help of mood board. But this time, just for the sake of being extra organized and extra planned, I decided to go with Notion. Also, it's kind of like a nice log or a record of your builds and all. So for now, the creator already has made templates for your map. So this is my map. I inserted a photo of it right now. This is how it looks. This is my passport. This is my wish list. These are the villages that are not on my island yet. Like I told you in the intro, my island is already 3 stars and I already have 10 villages. But these are the ones that I need to invite and kick the ones that I don't want. So they already have an inspiration gallery, which I have to update. It's going to take some time because I'm constantly right now collecting inspiration while I was on my journey to 3-star, because 3-star does take around 1 to 2 days. If you want, you can actually hit 3-star in just 1 day if you keep on time traveling and constantly play. But I like to take a little bit of breaks in between, because yeah, I get tired and I get bored also, and I really don't want ACNH to feel overwhelming. But anyways, so I actually took some time while I was on my journey to hit 3-star, and I made all the list of these items that I want to use in this island. Now this is again a brief list. There might be 1 or 2 items which will be missing, or there might be some items that I might add along while decorating if I see it in some inspiration pictures on Pinterest or Instagram, so on. But yeah, this is a very big list, and approximately I'm going to use probably all of them somewhere or the other. So if I actually get lost on on my decoration journey, I can just come back here, look for some inspiration, some new items that I want to use, and go on. Also, I have listed if they are DIYs or they are some seasonal items. I have listed that so that I won't get lost. Sometimes I'm just kind of looking through the guides and I am like, I am not able to find this island, and I later found out that okay, it's a DIY, it's not a furniture, so you can't actually buy it from Nooks, so you have to craft it or go to a treasure island to get it. But yeah, this is the overview of the list. Over here with the function, if I want to make some build and I want to actually look for a table, so I can just filter out the category table and go for and look for a table which suits my theme of. All right, so suddenly my recorder decided to stop recording, so we are back at it again. So anyways, to actually do this list, you can actually head on again to the list of furniture, and you can use various filters over here like brown, the color filters like brown, or you can have filters like function. I personally for this list used brown filter, and it is going to show you all the items that are brown color or has a brown variant in it. So you can just start making a list of all the items that fit your vibe or you like to use on your island, like whatever calls your name, calls your island's name that time. So just make a list of it. While making a list, you can actually also put in the color variants if you want. So if you go over here and click open, you can put your PNG files, you can put variants, you can put functions. So you can add your own categories also. If you want to add a category over here like a decoration, you can just add that category and later on use it to filter if you're looking for a particular item or a particular function of the item. So that's how I did the list. Now, if you are not familiar with Notion, it's not a problem. Even I was a beginner. This is my first Notion template that I'm using, editing and doing everything, and it was pretty self-explanatory. So it is not a really hard task if you want to do it. This template is really good, guys, and also this is hyperlink. So if tomorrow you want to add a new build in your island, you can just put a new build and link it over here, and it is going to show you that where actually you use the island item on your island or in what build. So that's that. So next thing that is very helpful in this template is inspiration gallery. These are not my images. Like I told you, I'm still gathering inspiration for this island on Pinterest, on Instagram, and so on. Once I'm fully done with that, I will put those images over here and probably then hyperlink it to the builds that I'm going to use it. You can take as much time as you like. I made the list for island before because that is most important for me, because I'm going to use order bots to order them, and it is kind of very easy for me to go ahead and look for the items that I want and order them directly with the appropriate name and color variant on the order bots or Treasure Island. If you want to do it traditional way, you're free to do it. The list can still help you customize them, tell you about the materials and so on. The next thing on this template is the builds tracker. So builds tracker, again, you can put in all the vague ideas of the build that you have. These are again not my ideas. This can be the ranch that I have or barn that I have, and then I can actually put in items required. I can put in those items from the list that I have made. What are the inspiration ideas? Again, like here they have hyperlinked it, so you can see the image right here. And what are the transactions to be made? I am not sure about this column, but anyways, I will be using the rest of the columns for this because they are pretty helpful. I will actually update you guys on this Notion template once I have fully created the island. So what we can do is, right now it's on the work in progress state. Once the island is completed after a few months, we can come back and look at this Notion template and see how exactly it builds your island and how it has helped me build the island. The next thing is the bells tracker. I have already talked about the item tracker, the bells tracker. This thing over here is not very helpful for me because I am mostly using treasure islands for my bells. But if you're someone who's doing it traditional way, who likes to grind the bells in the game, this can be really helpful for you to keep a track of how many bells you have and how many bells you need. So the next thing is the flowers and the trees. So this is the template that I made because you can see it's pretty basic and boring. So I just made this template with the help of Notion AI. But anyway, so this is just a table of flowers or the trees that I'm going to use. The next template that I want to talk about is the custom design. So this is for now empty, but I am going to fill it with the custom designs that I'm going to use on my island. So once I've actually decided what custom design looks good on my island with my theme, I'm going to put a picture of it, a creator's name, if that's possible to find it, and the code right here. That way I can keep track of them. And if somebody asks me that what design is that or from where they can download it, I can come back here and give them the code and the creator's ID. So for that, this template. These two templates are basically, like I told you, they were not included in this primary template in the beginning. I added them for my help and it was pretty easy. So yeah. Next is where to find the inspiration, and that is the reason we have this Pinterest tab open. All you have to do is just put a keyword over here, that is ACNH for, and you are going to get tons and tons of inspiration over here. I have actually already made a mood board for the codes I'm going to use and the inspiration. And you can actually find good easy builds over here, and you can get a nice idea of what items actually look good together. So sometimes you might get lost, or you don't even have many ideas of what items to use where. This photos give you an idea of that. So you can actually open up a photo of a build and you can get a nice idea of how to make things work together. Like over here we have this panels, the stools and cushions. That way you know which items look good together. Again, we have another example over here. Look at this pergola, the storefronts, this chair. So if you're lost on a build, or if you're lost on which items look good together in a build, come to Pinterest. This is like a holy grail for all of us creators, designers, and people who like creative stuff. You can come over here and go for n number of images which will help you build your island and give you an idea of what items look good together. Also keep in mind, guys, that creators many times use a filter on their images to make them look better, because sometimes the crude images from Animal Crossing don't look that appealing. So the items, the way they look over here, they might not look the same on your island. So keep in mind the time of the day that your island is, the season you are in. For example, all these islands are probably set in October or November. They have a filter on them. That's why they look so pretty. Like just look at this cedar farm which has apple chairs, there's boxes, there's bushes. Sorry, this is a tree, a hardwood tree. So the way they look together. So you can actually start here, start making note of all the items that are present in the build, and you can use them on your island the way the creator has used them over here. So with this, guys, the segment of how to plan your island, how to build your island, and how to gather inspiration for it ends. In the next segment, I will see you again on my ACNH island, and we will talk about how to hit that 3-star easily. All right, we are back on my island again. So here's Figgy from Animal Crossing, which she looks very sleepy. But anyways, let's get started. And I am sleepy. She is tired because she has been working non-stop to get this island to 3 stars. And finally, today we are. So I am right now in November. This is November 8th, and that's how the color of my hardwood trees looks. I am not gonna stay here though, because I want that pretty red color. But anyways, this is the guide to hit 3 stars. So let's talk about that. So I will show you my map right now, and this is the place of all the villages that I have chosen. I actually purposely have chosen the map which has bigger beaches so that I can actually keep all my villages over there and my flowers and my plants, because this is gonna be a farm core island. So we have my 10 plots already full. So I have 10 villages. 3 of them or 4 of them has to be changed. I think this was an autofill from campsite. This were my 2 default villages. Yeah, 3 of them needs to be changed. Anyways, coming back to rest of my island. So for the decoration, I have just one bridge on my island, which is the log bridge that you can see right here on the left side. I don't have any bridges or inclines built, because if you do that, you will probably have to destroy them later, and they cost like 10k bells to destroy them and another minimum of 98k to build them. And I don't want to do that. It's a hassle. I have to time travel again and again. So over here, I have planted some pumpkins because I wanted to see how they grow. I will plant more pumpkins through the upcoming days, because I'm going to use lots and lots of pumpkins on this island, because it is a fall themed island after all. Anyways, so this fences that Tom Nook gives you, all placed, few flowers over here. This is my house. Isn't it pretty? Red and red. Anyways, so that's it. And I have not chopped any trees. I have just planted one peach tree. My default fruit is apples. So that's that. So basically, in theory, you just need one bridge, and that's it for infrastructure, and 10 plots. You need that. So when that's done, I have placed this humongous robots. I think I have placed around 3 rows of them. if you can count. My maths is pretty weak, so you get it. 3 rows of them, I have placed them in all in one color. And this tip to hit 3-star easily comes from a really good community over here on Twitch and Discord. They are called as Nook's Treasure Islands. Those are the treasure islands that I use, and one of the mods over there and the team actually suggested me to do this. It is such a great tip, guys. So shout out for that team and whoever has come up with this idea. Thank you for that, because in last island I remember planting tons of flowers and then wasting a lot of time digging them up and putting them on beach and then cleaning up the island. It was hectic, but this idea right here, great. So I can just show you, I have placed them over here in one corner, and if you actually zoom in, it gives a little bit of Attack on Titan vibes right now here on my island. So yeah, that is what I'm going for. This is my museum, which is again not upgraded. So this trick actually works even if your museum is not upgraded. So you can actually just keep it in the tent. I'm going to keep this as it is. I'm not going to upgrade this museum for this island because I actually prefer the tent mode. Able sister, yes, I have it. Campsite, of course, we need that. Otherwise, the game won't let you progress. I'm kind of stuck between this Titan giants over here. Anyways, running towards the left side, I have few flowers on my island because I placed the robots. I had 10 plots filled, and I went to Isabel, and she told me that, you know what, Figgy, go ahead and plant some flowers. So here we are. Just a little bit orange ones. I'm going to use this on my island, so I anyways got them from Treasure Island and planted them, and I have pasted the custom code all around them so that they don't bleed, because sometimes if you time travel for your progress sake, they will go out of hand and you will have whole lot of area filled with island, whole lot of area of your island filled with flowers of different colors that you don't like, or just flowers in general that you don't need, and it's not a pretty sight. So yep, that's it. This is what you need to hit 3 stars. So you can actually practically do it in just 2-3 days. That's how I did it. So just get the villages, 10 plots, 1 bridge, your nooks, your ables, campsite, and museum, which is not upgraded. For the nooks, again, my nooks is not upgraded yet. It's still at that primary small shed kind of building. So yeah, again, you don't need that to hit 3 star. All you need is the Attack on Titans vibe, the robots. Just place them, you'll be done. So what is the next step after hitting 3 stars? For me, I am going to speedrun the HHP, which is not going to be a good site because again, it's a speedrun. I'm not going to waste my time building the houses. I will probably go back to it if I'm bored and build some more houses once I actually hit 33 homes. So that is the goal. That is the next goal after hitting 3 stars for me, to speedrun HHP. After that, I am going to be decorating my house because every island I neglect my house in the beginning. I focus on the exterior, terraforming, decoration, builds, blah, blah, blah. And my house pretty much ends up looking like this. Yes, this is how all my islands look. So for now on Marigold, it's the same. By the way, talking of Marigold, I will be releasing the DA soon, within few days once the custom map is done. So I will release the DA so that you guys can tour it if you want to. It's a beautiful island, a lot of hard work, frustration, patience went into them, that island. So check that out. And yeah, if you want, you can check out my house. It's empty. It's empty like a ghost town. So that is not going to happen on Cinnamon. That is a promise to myself. That is not going to happen on Cinnamon. So after speedrunning HHP, I might come back on the island, start flattening the island, and build my own house first. So that is the next step. I will upload a nice, relaxing video of me flattening the island. I'm not going to upload a video of me speedrunning HHP. It's a sad thing. So I'll do that. It is going to be a long, nice, cozy, non-commented flattening island That's it. So, with that said, guys, I think we are done over here. Those were my tips on how to restart an island, how to plan your island, where to find inspiration, how to hit that 3 star faster. And probably you might also want to save up your miles to get those terraforming tools easier, like landscaping tool and the waterscaping tool. Those are the two important tools that you need to flatten your island. Get them quicker, so save up your miles. Don't spend it on colors of your eyes or hairstyle unless and until you really want that color and really want that hairstyle. Do it. Like here, I really wanted this hairstyle, so I did spend few miles for that. But anyways, the Discord server that I was talking about, Nook's Treasure Island, they also have a really good guide on how to farm the miles for your islands quickly. So if you want more tips on how to farm the miles, farm the bells, make your island look pretty, looking for inspiration, the Discord server has it all and it's really helpful. So anyways, with that said, I will see you in my next video with Flattening Island, and thank you so much for watching.